Well, No Body, No Crime is sad because Esty literally dies, I guess. Hey guys, it's Nicole. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you are new here. Don't forget to subscribe. I like to post about books and music, mostly Taylor Swift. I have some sad referential lyrics here for today's video because today I'm going to be ranking Taylor Swift's entire discography, but on a scale of the happiest to the saddest. So the saddest songs will be at the top, like number 1. This was actually a requested video by one of my subscribers' fathers, which is very interesting. Hey, I get that some of you guys are like teenagers watching my videos. Your parents might want to check out what you are watching just to see. I get it, you know, it's such a good idea, honestly. Oh my god, I've had this written down ever since it was requested like 6 months ago, and I'm just very excited to be doing it to see what we come up with. So I'm going to be using the song sorter that I typically use for these types of ranking videos. I will include a link down in the description, and I'm going to be basically clicking on the song that is the sadder out of the two so that ranks higher. Okay, yes, I had to verbally talk myself through that. I'm going to talk through some of my choices, but others might be just like more obvious. Like I'll talk through the first like 15 maybe and then just kind of like speed run it. I hope this is easier to do than actually ranking all of them because that has me very indecisive, but like this should be, you know, it's not about quality, it's about like crying material. Okay, so we've got Marjorie and Closure, obviously. Dorothea and Coney Island, obviously Coney Island. Tis the Damn Season or Gold Rush. Gold Rush is a little more jealous vibes. Tis the Damn Season is kind of like right person, wrong time, or wanting different things out of life, which can be pretty sad. You're Not Sorry or Willow, You're Not Sorry. Wonderland, You Were in the Wonderland because it's like tumultuous. Ooh, The Way I Loved You and We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. The Way I Loved You because it's like, especially if she's not getting back to this person, she has to stay with the stable guy. It's so funny to think about that as you get older because it's like, honey, that's not a bad thing. Today Was a Fairy Tale, So Happy. Oh my god, this love and Tied Together with a Smile. Obviously, Tied Together with a Smile. Superman and Superstar. Superstar because it's longing. Stay Beautiful and Starlight. I think Stay Beautiful purely for the line, I hope your life leads you back to my door, but if it don't, stay beautiful. I think that's very sweet and a little bit sad to think about. Safe and Sound or Shake It Off. The Outside, A Perfectly Good Heart. I guess A Perfectly Good Heart because of the vibes, but I think The Outside is better written and could probably be more effective at making someone cry. I'm also keeping in mind the arrangements, which I don't usually do too much because I prefer lyrics, but I feel like the sadness of a song is really affected by the music. New Romantics is like cynical, but The Other Side of the Door is like, this guy's trash. Oh my god, but you still want him. Yeah. The Moment I Knew and Mean. The Moment I Knew, obviously. The Lucky One or Mary's Song. Well, Mary's Song is cute, even though like it ends with them getting old and like eventually I guess dying together. The Lucky One is such a deep take on fame. Maybe I'll start going more with my like gut thought. What would I rather cry to? That's how I'm gonna be viewing this. Okay, now we're gonna do some speed running. Okay, I feel like I have to justify this one real quick. I think Look What You Made Me Do is sadder than Delicate, even though Look What You Made Me Do is like an angry song. But I find what happened to her to be pretty sad. Everyone turning on her and like her having to strike back in this way. Me or You Need to Calm Down. I think You Need to Calm Down because it talks about some heavier subjects. 7 or August. I think 7 because that childhood sadness of never being able to have your childhood best friend again in the same way is like, shit got me in my feels. Right Where You Left Me or It's Time to Go. Well, Right Where You Left Me, she like can't let go, but It's Time to Go is like acceptance. Okay, it's sad, but like we're moving on. So maybe Right Where You Left Me. Dorothea or Ivy? I think Dorothea. Also, I understand there's a very big difference between like sad, happy, and angry, but there's definitely like a fun angry versus like a sad angry, and sometimes a sad angry can trump a sad depending on the concept. Okay, Superman has to trump Sweeter Than Fiction because Sweeter Than Fiction is motivational, and Superman is like wishing the card was from you, wishing the flowers were from you, like this guy's not showing up. It's optimistic, so it's definitely not a sad one, but it's like kind of trash, the situation. Sparks Fly or Speak Now? I guess Speak Now because he's marrying another woman. Ooh, The Moment I Knew or Never Grow Up. I guess The Moment I Knew. Long live Trump's love story, because promise me this, you'll stand by me forever, but if God forbid fate should step in and force us into a goodbye. Ooh. I think it's so funny it had me rank Forever and Always and Forever and Always piano version. The piano version obviously just like hits in a sadder way, but I prefer the original, so this is the first time the piano version will come above the original. Enchanted and Everything Has Changed. I think Enchanted purely because it's like, please don't be in love with someone else, while with Everything Has Changed, it's like they're already kind of exclusive. In Enchanted, it's like it could go wrong. It could go both ways. Ooh, Better Than Revenge or Blank Space? Well, Blank Space is like satire of the media and it sucks what they put her through, but like Better Than Revenge, I mean, having your man taken, I mean, obviously a man cannot be taken if he wants to leave, but it came from a place of hurt, a little more so than Blank Space, I think, because it was like her personal life. Begin Again over Beautiful Eyes because of the line, like, I've been spending the last 6 months thinking all love ever does is break and burn and end. God, the cynicism. New Year's Day makes people cry. I don't think it's sad at all. I think maybe this is why we can't have nice things, might be sadder, but New Year's Day sounds sadder. Endgame, I think over Don't Blame Me because like I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to be just another ex love you don't want to see. Don't Blame Me, it's all about just like balls to the wall, like you're just head over heels for this person. There's no fear. Nothing New and Better Man. Nothing new, obviously. Oh my god, the perils of feeling yourself getting older. Well, No Body, No Crime is sad because ST literally dies, I guess. Okay, this Love Taylor's version sounds so much happier than the original. Something about it is just so like excited. It's still like mellow, it has a sad vibe, so Stay Beautiful or Stay. I feel like this is tough because they both have just like a little tiny bit of sadness. Stay Beautiful has like, I hope your life leads you back to my door, but if it don't, stay beautiful. And Stay low-key has like an abusive relationship happening in the bridge. Or the first verse, I threw my phone across the room at you. Yikes. Stay Beautiful sounds sadder though, like musically. Ours or Our Song? Okay, let me try to think about this in the context of like which is happier. I think Our Song. Oh shit. I meant to hit Ours. I got confused. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna like keep this in mind for the end, and if they're mixed up, we'll just fix that then. Sadder. I'm clicking on the sadder one. I should have known that would be what I would do if I started thinking about, okay, which one's happier. Then I would click on it. Whatever. Okay. Okay, I did something bad is sadder than New Year's Day purely because of the bridge. They're burning all the witches even if you aren't one. They've got their pitchforks and proof, like becoming villainized. New Year's Day is, it's happy, okay? I understand people cry to it for whatever reason, just because it's a piano song, but like it's so uplifting and sweet to always be there for that person. It's a love song. I just feel like people are gonna argue with me about that in the comments. Okay, Soon You'll Get Better and Marjorie is tough. I think Marjorie, just because this is like a loss that she had, whereas Soon You'll Get Better does have some hope. But with Marjorie, it's like you sit with your memories and your sadness and there's nothing you can do or hope for. It's just all the unsaid things, all the regrets, and that's it. Okay, so first of all, this song ranking thing took Ronan off. It would probably be, honestly, number 2. It would be right below Marjorie. My reasoning being, like, Marjorie is so upsetting because it's like this very personal relationship to Taylor that she lost when she was 13, like probably her first true loss in life. And you can feel that communicated through the lyrics. With Ronan, it's also a loss, but she did not know this boy personally, but still she uses a lot of his mother's writing, so it hits pretty hard, like nearly as hard as Marjorie, probably about the same. And Soon You'll Get Better, there is hope, like Soon You'll Get Better because you have to. Like the bridge is probably the most devastating part to me, so that explains my like top 3, I guess. Then we have All Too Well because it's just packed with good crying material. Or wait, no, Epiphany, sorry, because the pandemic and the wars and just, you know, very heavy subject matter. All Too Well, the best breakup song of all time. Illicit Affairs, Don't Call Me Kid, Don't Call Me Baby, Look at This Godforsaken Mess That You've Made Me. You taught me a secret language I can't speak with anyone else. Like for you, I would ruin myself. The guitar is so sad. I can't deal with that. Nothing New is pretty high up there as well, along with Champagne Problems. I think Champagne Problems is a little bit more detailed and better written lyrically, so that's why it just goes a little bit ahead of it. But Nothing New is very relatable and upsetting. Dear John is also up there, and My Tears Ricochet, because that is such a personal, sad song. I'm now going to put everything up on the screen. song. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna explain this too much. Once we got to the happier songs, I definitely was choosing, like, I wasn't thinking of them as sad songs. I was just trying to think which one makes me feel happier, like which one is higher energy, I guess. Like it came down to very minimal things. That's why there are some songs like Welcome to New York, for example, that are like higher than I Forgot That You Existed, because I Forgot That You Existed is so like accepting of the situation, and Welcome to New York has that line about like took our broken hearts, put them in a drawer, like this newness that's kind of scary. There's like that sadness to it, I guess. I don't know, it's so hard to rank things from happiness to sadness because there's so many emotions in between. Or like You Are in Love, for example, like it's just the vibes that maybe put it above like Hey Stephen, because it just got down to such minuscule things. Like I think Hey Stephen just sounds a little happier. You Are in Love is very mellow, but I don't know, for some reason then London Boy goes as happier than You Are in Love, so I don't. Also, Hours as number 168 should be above Our Song, because Hours has that sad kind of like, it's not theirs to speculate if it's wrong, like people are questioning the relationship, while Our Song is just like pretty straight happiness. This was very interesting to do. I saw somebody else online rank all of her songs from like most to least sexual, which is kind of awkward when you know she has some really sad stuff in here. So at this point, I wanted to create a definite line where the happy songs that are purely happy begin and have us all just visualize that together, but I can't really find one. But I do notice she has more sad songs than happy, like just looking at this. Like almost every single Taylor Swift song has some kind of moment of sadness or confusion or conflict, because Taylor is such a storytelling based songwriter. Most of her songs have a climax, and I don't think that's actually super common with a lot of pop stars, because a pop song for the most part focuses on one emotion or one moment in time, but Taylor gets into the nitty-gritty about situations, and she's never talking about just one thing or one feeling. But you don't realize she's doing this until you really dissect things. Like in 22, she talks about being lonely and confused in an otherwise very happy song, or even in Gorgeous, which is one of the happiest ones on here, she talks about going home alone and being mad. Even in Me, she mentions fighting, but the songs that are very sad don't have an ounce of happiness. Marjorie views her being gone in an optimistic lens to an extent, but it's still so much about regretting not asking her questions. It's like irredeemably sad. You can't go back from that. And Ronan does mention laughter and dancing, but it's not even in a let's remember the good times sort of way, because it's just so devastating. The sad songs don't incorporate any happiness until like the song Happiness, ironically enough, because it signifies moving on. Basically, my takeaway from this is that she has barely any songs that are purely happy or purely sad, but it does seem that there are more purely sad ones. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing this video. If you have any other requests like this, if you want me to rank them in some different kind of criteria, please let me know down in the comments. I accept requests. I do like a huge majority of the requests that I get because I'm running out of ideas. Yeah, I said I'm not going to explain this too much. If you have like questions of why something ranked the way it did, please just leave them down below. I'm a little confused myself how some of these came out, but you know, this is what we got. I would love to hear your like top 5 or 10 saddest Taylor Swift songs. Which ones make you cry the most? This is kind of biased and like which ones make me cry, but like I also tried to keep in mind other people. Like Epiphany didn't really make me cry, but I understand that it's like very sad and heavy. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to follow me on my Instagram, it is right here, and if you want to follow me on my TikTok, that is right here. I will see you all next week for another video, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye guys.